What's up? Welcome to the Virzi Triplets show. We got a special guest today, Instagram legend, Matty Chymbor in the building. Matty, where are you going to be at coming up?
Oh, it's me plugging dates.
Well, we're going to plug ours too,
Right
but I figured
when does this come out?
It'll be out
next Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's nowhere. I don't know anything beyond this week.
Perfect.
I was at the Improv. I was at Flappers. I was at Comedy Cottage. I was at the Improv again.
It's always good to plug dates that are in the past.
Retroactive dates.
Yeah.
Well, check out the Tourist Lava dates coming in hot.
Whoa, coming in hot indeed.
We'll be at Transplant Brewery in Palmdale August 5th. 8 p.m. show there. And then, of course, the tour going to be in Louisville, Fort Wayne, Wisconsin, Plano, Texas, Tacoma, Spokane, Phoenix.
Minneapolis.
We got some good shows coming up. Those will be in October and November.
Possibly Iowa City as well. I mean,
possibly San Diego.
This is a big volcano, and it's spreading across our lovely nation.
We're doing the Dust Bowl run is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So very excited about it. Yes.
Very excited about that.
It's huge.
Matty, you're an Instagram legend now.
Are you going to lie this early in the podcast?
Yes, that's all we're going to do.
I feel like a veteran of the reels. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, they just updated it, apparently. They just updated
What'd they do?
I don't know, but a lot of people are complaining about it. I know there's been a lot of shadow bans. They said
Really?
Joe Rogan's thing got if you follow Joe Rogan, it'll pop up a notification that says that they're limiting certain activities.
Wait,
so it won't let you follow them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
See, I've seen shit like that with people when you try to comment back and they say this user doesn't accept comments, which I'm like, then why'd they comment on my thing?
Yeah.
Which I'm like, that's pussy shit. Sorry to swear, but
No, you can swear.
swear.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, he posted a video today where he goes on his page and he tries to follow
certain activity to protect. Wow.
to protect our community.
That might be the most. It's
Has
like
he talked about it yet?
He just
No,
posted
he's
on it. That was today. And then they also Kill Tony show. They won't let you. They won't let them post. So you won't be. You can't follow.
They
them
just
as well.
completely suspended the Kill Tony account.
No. That's like, I mean, we always talked about, not we, but like back in the day, they're like, all these networks have so much control over us, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like people went to social media like you're free from all that bullshit. Dude, the social media is the new network where they can just end your career by turning off your account. That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah. If they just took away your Instagram account.
I mean, I had a glitch in there, like we restricted your monetization. I'm like, you don't even. It was wrong. And I had to email and do all this crap for them to realize they were wrong. And I'm like, this is psychotic that you're talking to like some fucking robot.
There's only been one video that we've had, at least on Instagram, that's done really well. And conveniently, we were not being monetized beforehand.
That happened to Josh Nasser too. He said he had a video on Facebook, and for some reason that was the only one that it didn't get monetized and it had like millions of views.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, you'd like to think that's just a coincidence, but it's like there's no way. They keep you in this bubble between these boundaries with like the bonus stuff. Basically, for people who don't know, you get X amount of. You can make up to $1,000, let's say, if you get 1 million views. But now that they keep you in this kind of this boundary of views, they're like, well, they're not going to let you go mega viral and you make it off one video. So now it's bizarre where they're dangling this carrot and you're just throwing shit out. And if they want you to get it, they can. And if not, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting to see who they in a way they can promote whoever they want. Or I think that TikTok to this day, I think the majority of their shit is bots. So I think what TikTok followers and they'll, if you post consistently enough, they will automatically make one of your videos go viral.
Oh, they do. They tickle your dick, and then you fucking see. How come new accounts get within the first 10 videos, you get one that gets like 30,000, and you get that dopamine. You're like, I like this.
I was gonna say, do you know what it is? It's somebody was saying that it's they're like a psychologist for addicts, and they were saying that it's very
100%.
They're saying the way the algorithm is set up, it's very similar to a slot machine, right?
Where so you can get it right away.
Where if you put money in a slot machine, oh wow, I got a big hit already. I'm gonna keep going. You keep playing, and then you lose all of it.
It goes up, and then you're in this valley. But then I think some people burn out, and then down here they stop posting. I think there is a way out of it. I mean, you guys get consistently good views now. I think there's a way out of it. I mean, better than normal people. I mean, a bad video for you is what, 50,000. Like,
on TikTok recently, not the case.
Really?
But we weren't posting consistently. Mitchell decided.
If you want to see the epitome of what Sean is talking about, we can show you our bonus. I've showed you this before.
I'm glad you brought this up, but does it
like
lag
peak,
for
peak,
you?
peak, peak,
I just got this. Does
nothing.
it lag?
Yes.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Funny story about addicts. You want to hear something crazy? My old coworker, I used to work in construction. He told me how he used to, when growing up in East LA, like it was so bad, drug dealers everywhere, and he's like, he knew basically some drug dealers, and a lot of them, like, they would go to parties and spike people's drinks with like ecstasy, so then they try it, and then they like you see them later, and you're like, hey, did you like that? And they kind of like, you basically get them hooked. You like drug them, they like the experience, and then you see them a week or two later and you're like, oh, did you like that? And he's like, yeah, it was pretty cool. It's like, and then he sells to them.
Wow.
Isn't that wild? I told that very
sketchy.
poorly, but it's a crazy idea that they go and fuck with people like that. And like, even he was saying how one of his sister got caught up with like drug dealers, and you do like little favors for them. I mean, it's like the movies, but you do a little favor here and there, and then next thing you know, you're doing bigger favors, and then you just can't get out of it. Because you always see shit, and you're like, how do you not break away? But with us, with social media, we can't break away because we all did the drug.
Literally and now everything is so intermingled where it's like, even just talking to them, I was like, okay, if we're gonna try and plot and strategically get people to shows, no matter what it is, it has to be digital. Posting it all has to be social media. It all has to be everything. There's no answer outside of it now.
Right.
Used to be like maybe if you knew the right people. Now it's like no matter what you're doing, even if you write a great script, whatever, it's how many followers do you have?
Oh, and I heard
how
that
many
with
everything do you have?
I heard that with like I don't know if it's true, but with like commercial casting now, like when you audition, they see if you have followers or not. Which I was like, what the fuck? But I get it though. It's like if you're a recognizable face, why wouldn't they want you to? That would just help their whatever they're trying to sell. So
of course. Even
wild.
music videos and everything else, if you look close enough, there's like they'll just be cameos from TikTokers, from IG guys, whoever it is, in everything.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a couple buddies that are not on social media, and I'm very, very jealous of them.
Off the grid.
Because like I don't even know what you do with your time at that point. Like there's
that seems so boring to me though.
Have a family.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I guess you can enjoy life. Like you don't have to constantly look at your screen all the time.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, I talked about it on my podcast where I'm like, everyone's like, why are you on your phone so much? I'm like, I don't know. It's my job. It's my social life. There's times where it's my sex life. You're like, my lives are on my phone. And then you like shut your phone. You're like, and then what's the alternative? Have you ever been on your phone so long and then that like reprimand version of your brain is like, get off your phone and watch TV like a person. You're like, oh, that's like the alternate. You're like, not read. You're like, watch TV. What are you on your fucking phone for?
Switch to a bigger screen.
Yeah, switch to a bigger screen. Yeah,
I've looked at my screen time, and there's days where it's like 7 hours. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I fucking hate seeing that stat.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrifying.
It's funny.
Because I'm like, that was also a great day. I just chilled and watched TikTok for an hour straight. And
but then again, you're like, I feel like I'm being like, when you're on your phone, you're like, I'm also watching like YouTube and learning shit. So so how do you justify? Some of the times justified, some of it's mindless. Or I don't know what the fuck.
Most of it for me.
Yeah,
like, that's the problem where it's like anything you like. If you want to like find a trend to go viral on TikTok, you have to watch TikToks to see what's trending.
There is some research hours in there, and then you get caught up in some of the bullshit. I don't know. But then again, even when you're looking at stuff, you're like, I feel like it's taking away from me just doing my own videos and concentrating what I do versus like basically it's like watching stand-up when you get FOMO when you see someone else popping off doing this thing. It takes you away from developing your shit. You know what I'm saying? So
oh, for sure.
Do you get FOMO seeing our stuff?
No. I don't know. Those cookies you dip look pretty good sometimes.
We're straying away from the cookie challenge.
You know what? I went on your guys' page and I was like, because I was going to show Mandy, I'm like, they do this thing with the roulette stuff. I couldn't find one on your Instagram.
Yeah,
you took them all off.
Yep. Yeah.
That must have been a big day to be like, we're done with it. I mean, it's
Mitchell.
I've been very adamant on it. It was like, hey, we got the money from it.
We did get a lot of money.
Yeah, but do you still put it on like, you don't even do it on anything?
It popped on TikTok, so we kind of just kept it on TikTok.
Right.
But like,
on Instagram, I don't
want people to come to our page and be like, I'm just watching them for they dip zucchinis.
If I were you, I would do a happy medium where I would put it on your reels, but not to your grid, because then
We did a couple of those.
We had this talk.
There was no middle ground.
It's all petty arguments. Mitchell wanted to get away from it.
Well, here's the problem. The problem is the audience.
He's getting diabetes. There's too much cookie intake.
No, the problem we're getting from it is like we're getting an audience, but it's like people that don't speak English, which is fine.
True.
But like if you're trying to be a comedian.
Hey,
like,
man.
they need to understand. They need to hear you.
I don't understand your take on the foreign population.
No,
That's rude.
I love our fans, but it's also like I don't want to be known for just.
But can't you do a
It's
funny?
better
My
to
question is this: can't you make it funnier than just dipping chocolates?
Probably.
Why don't you do like a version that's like funny?
Like a beheading version?
I don't know, something that's like weird and funny. So then you can talk during it. You guys don't talk during it.
Well, that's
you
why
should
it was
use
popular. Is because it had
tried.
international appeal.
We did not try to
you
talk
can
to
understand
So-
it. You can understand it and not know English.
I don't know. I think breaking away from something that works so well is silly, but
That's what I say.
Hey, you're telling. There's only one.
I think you
Matty,
can do a version of
Matty,
it.
if I end up doing a fucking food roulette after you, I'm going to slash your tires.
Okay, I'll be on your side with this because I don't do cooking shit ever anymore because I didn't want to be. Although now that I feel like enough people see my videos for like the comedy side, I can do a couple cooking things. When I was just being known for cooking, I'm like, bro, I don't want to be the cooking guy.
You could have been the funny guy on Hell's Kitchen.
No, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not doing no. Although actually, the Hell's Kitchen producers were like, "Hey, would you ever be interested in doing a cooking show?" But then they go, "Are you single?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not single, but I'll do the show." And they go, "Oh, it's for single people." I was like, I would do one where if it was like a. Or I think the question was like, are you a bad chef? I'm like, no, first off. I'm pretty good. But I was like, I think now I would do something like that, but I don't want to be like fucking making steaks and then people come to my show and they're just like,
You're the steak guy.
they're asking me tips.
Yeah.
Yo, how do I
How do you know
season
it's
this?
rare without poking it? I'm like, fuck, I don't know.
What's your secret to a chimichurri?
Yeah, Mitch, he's not wrong with it.
Do you
It's like-
prefer your right side or your left side? I've watched all your videos. You tend to go to the right more.
Yeah, and then I'm just
Those people are not. They're not
doing
paying.
drugs heavily in my hotel
Well, the other
room.
reason why is because we didn't have a carryover. Like the audience we would get on TikTok did not carry over to the other platforms, which means that they don't actually give a shit about us.
TikTok doesn't carry over ever. You fucking
Yeah.
see the stats all the time on people's bio on social media on Instagram, like 9 billion on TikTok. You're like, you have 8 on Instagram.
That's Alex. Alex had that for a while.
Well, why not?
Because
it's stupid.
It doesn't matter.
It actually makes you look worse when you're like, oh, I have this many on TikTok, and then you have like 3,000
That's like getting turned
on
on by a
Instagram.
girl. You're like, I fuck all the time though. She's like, well, you're not here.
You know, he says that all the time too.
No, I'm straying away from that.
His dating app profile says has sex often.
No, I think Alex is actually. He's,
You're gay? Nice. You got a man?
Congrats.
I have been off porn for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Haven't yanked it in 2 weeks, and then I.
Was it an issue? I mean,
Well,
I'm
pretty
What for the
consistently-
cold turkey?
well, I was pretty consistently. I mean, everybody watches porn. You know,
Yeah, but what's consistent for you?
probably there was probably on average
Every
probably
night.
for
Oh,
a
wow.
long time. Yeah,
I mean,
I was a once a
what
night
was it
guy.
doing to your? Well, how was it interfering with your life?
Anytime I went to the doctor,
I mean, it's like a
started-
cigarette. Don't fuck it. You have one every now and then, but you
Yeah,
know,
no,
like,
it
you're
was just habit. It's the same thing where it's like
it's
TikTok.
these
It's like,
fucking sober dudes. They find the other thing they get latched onto, and then just fucking just.
So-
I guess it's good you don't drink because he found.
oh yeah, no, I
were you
wouldn't handle it.
were you having issues in the? In
Were
the
you
bedroom?
having? Let me ask you this because
No.
I've seen this when I watch porn a little more than I'd like. Do you have trouble? Like, because when you don't jerk it for 3 weeks, you yank it to the first video that pops up. You're like, I don't care. Are you at the point where you're surfing too much?
I was surfing too much when I was watching it, very, very consistently to the point where it's like it's not even. It doesn't even. It was like okay, I've seen this stuff.
You're so desensitized.
Yeah, because now
Yes.
you need the new thing. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's maybe get
I was-
2 dudes involved. Let's do two dudes and no girls. It's like, push it up. Do you ever notice Pornhub? I think we're all social media people. Their thumbnails are pretty bad. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're not engaging. It's
Some of them
usually
are getting better. though.
balls.
Some of them are getting. Some of the girls have figured out how to make the thumbnails.
They're pretty
work.
good.
There's a
But,
lot of. I've seen a couple of they make the weird faces. I don't know.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
they do like that.
oh yeah, like the brazzers, their ads on the side. They're very like bizarre.
It's very. I don't get
Well-
that.
well,
at
it's
all.
good-
Yeah, they're
Is
always going cross-eyed when they
Yeah.
start
No.
thinking like, why would I want to watch?
I don't like that shit. That's like the incel.
This is
anime
what you're
dudes.
getting to though. This
No,
is what you've been
no,
so
no.
desensitized that now they're targeting you exactly.
No,
They go, he's sick of the boring. Let's latch him to the paid shit that's wonky.
Yes.
This girl goes like, if her teeth fall out, you go all cross-eyed.
So yeah, I've been down a couple rabbit holes myself. I was on a muscular woman rabbit hole for a while there, like an Amazonian. Yeah, it was those are fun.
It was
wow, like big, like 6 foot.
You know they have muscular women, the Abbey. You should check that place out. Check that place out. He goes, that's your porn in real life. You can just go there and. That's the keyword for it. Yeah.
I went to Maggiano's yesterday, and one of the waitresses was, she was just a large, like an Amazonian woman, and I'm like, oh yeah, that
Mitchell shouldn't come here.
Yeah.
So what was your? I want to go back to you. Like, what was the issue with, like?
I was just spending too much. It's like social media. It was like I was spending. It was a bad.
Was
habit.
it interfering with dating? Like,
no, honestly, it wasn't interfering with dating. I am just fucking over the apps. I've been on the apps for a long time.
Well, if I remember correctly, there was a time where Alex would raw dog and not finish. I feel like that's
always been.
Oh, so your sensitivity is getting.
I've always been that way, though.
Yeah, but Alex,
you've always been that way.
Hold on, no.
We're learning a lot about you boys.
When I'm going in,
Happy Pride Month.
If I'm going in, at least for the first time, you want to go in there and you want to, blast it out. You want to get the call back. I'm not dating.
You can do that without. You
want to put on a good performance. Of
course.
So I'm going in with
the first time should be so exciting
7.
that the condoms are like the first time the condom doesn't even matter.
Oh, condoms are the worst thing in the world.
They are, but it's like if it's your first time, you're so I don't get it because you're sober. It's all.
Yeah, I go in with that Game 7.
It's like middle of the day.
Right after Froyo.
Yeah.
I go in. I don't
really knock it out of the park. It's like fucking sprinkles on her mouth still. I get the sensitivity thing though, because sometimes it's weird. There's a middle ground. You want to jerk off so you last long, but you also don't where you last too long, and then they're like.
Well, here's the thing. If I had a girlfriend, it'd be different. If I had a girlfriend that was like someone I was dating for a long period of time, then it's like that's not a big deal.
Yeah, then jerk off more.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the sensitivity thing should be like if you've been in a long relationship. But for him, I don't. I mean, there's been times
I
where
disagree with that.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm saying you get used to it over time, so it's not as like novel. I
guess, yeah. That's
but like if you're hitting it raw for the first time with a chick, there shouldn't be
really hitting it raw often.
No, I'm saying in the past that's been the case for you.
Yeah.
Wait, I mean, it's been a while since I've hit it raw.
A couple weeks?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Since I've hit it raw, it's been a long time.
When was the last time you had sex? With a woman.
Well, I got to go back further than that. It's probably been by the time this comes out, it'll be a month or so at least.
Wow.
Something like that.
Sometimes you go through ebbs and flows.
Yeah, it's ebbs and flows with the vagina game.
No porn though. It's good. You're recalibrating your eyes and everything.
Honestly, my head's way clearer.
Help.
My head is way clearer than it's been.
Dude, it's fun to get. It's hard to go through. You're almost. It's like the what's his name? Something Huberman podcast.
Oh yeah, Rob Huberman or whatever. I think Hubelman.
Anyway,
I know who you're talking about.
He talks. He has a good clip on YouTube about dopamine, where it's like you have to reset, and it's really hard for the first couple days. But then, like, dude, the next time you jerk off, you're gonna just look up boob, and you're gonna fucking nut across the room. Or you should leverage that. Where I used to, like, when I was single, I would say, okay, if I got caught up in porn too much, I would go, I'm not watching porn. The next time I nut is by way of a female. So then it gives you incentive to be a human being again and not some fucking cave troll who's just glowing, watching fucking sifting through fucking categories.
I mean, you go through those phases. It's just.
Have you ever searched for porn so long your dick actually goes soft?
Yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
A couple times.
That's when you just shut the laptop.
Well, sometimes, I mean, the laptop stuff.
You're a laptop guy?
My fucking desktop.
Oh, you do that? Oh, I'm a phone guy.
I like the nostalgia. I'd like to jerk off near my kitchen like it was like growing up. The computers in the main area.
You like the thrill?
Yeah.
I do audio. I put a fucking audio of my parents snoring in the other room. I need to set the vibe of fear.
Well, those were the best times. You also grew up in the porn on dial-up era.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which was like, for us, we used to just, I used to save photos onto a Word document and then jerk off to the photos. Because if
you guys probably had laptops then too, huh?
No.
Our parents didn't let us get computers till like later.
Oh, wow. That's interesting thing.
So I would have to save photos onto a Word document and then...
Because
it would lag.
Word document?
It would lag.
Photos.
Yeah, it would lag the internet if you like went on Google for too long, or like if you tried to load a video, all the
amount of times I've given my computer millions of viruses.
Yeah.
And then my smart step uncle would have to come over, or I don't know, whatever you want to call him. Anyways, my uncle would come over. And he would have to clear the computer out, and I was like, I know he missed.
Oh, for sure.
I know he found files where like the porn seeped into, and he would have to clean up the computer probably once every 3 months. My mom was like, I don't know what's going on. And then one time, my mom called me in the middle of just a huge outbreak of viruses, and then she was just like on AOL, and just a pop-up came up when they would just be like a chick's pussy hanging out, and she called me like, what's this pop-up? Like, I don't know. Would you click? And then I blamed her for it.
Yeah, I think my mom turned on the safe search when they went out of town. We were like 12 or 13. We just typed into Google big boobs.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
funny.
The next search that when she went on and looked at it was big boobs, and then she's like just locked everything down after that.
We forgot to clear the history off of it.
When I was real little though, like they would put parental controls on AOL. Like that's so you couldn't even I couldn't even look up like dirt bikes or some websites that were like oddly blocked.
Yeah.
But I remember we got through somehow, and then me and my stepbrother printed out a Simpsons porno where Homer was fucking Marge, and I don't know why we printed it out, and then I hid it behind our piano. Like inside where all the fucking things are.
Yeah.
And I was like, they'll never find it. And they did find it. My stepdad sat us down. He goes, who did this? And we were just like, but it's funny to think how they found it. My mom's going to just practice, and it just sounds all bad. And then she reaches in there and just Simpsons porn.
I remember.
Well, please tell me you didn't jerk off to that.
And it was just the thrill of printing it out. One time, speaking, I was a little porn addict. There was like a convenience store like down the street, so we'd walk there. We were like probably 14, and then we'd walk to the convenience store to get like slushies and shit.
Yeah.
And we knew the aisle with the porn, and one time I go, fuck this shit. And as he was ringing up my friends, I went, opened the Playboy, ripped out the poster in the middle and shut it. And I fucking shoved it in my shirt, and I got back free, and I was like, yo, look what I got. It was we hid it in a bush, just cliche porn hiding. And then I got greedy because we went again the next week, and they were ringing out, and I went to go take the porn out, and the fucking cashier turned the corner and goes, what are you doing? And I just ran out. And I hid for 5 hours. And the friends told my sister. I was like hiding near everyone so I could hear them talking shit.
Yeah, I think we were probably the last generation of like a porn stash. I think nowadays, like once the smartphone came around, it's like kids could literally just like...
Bro, I mean on TikTok now, you don't even need porn. You see these chicks with no bras on shaking their ass. You're like...
God bless. That also contributed to probably the boycott of porn. It would be okay if I wasn't watching porn, I'd open TikTok, and every 5 or 10 videos you just get these big titted blondes
just
shaking their ass and tits in front of me. And it's
and then it shoves you back to porn.
Yep,
You're
it's like,
ping-ponging between TikTok.
Oh, yeah, and OnlyFans, and then but I will say there's
you pay for OnlyFans?
I like I like looking up and seeing if they have one.
Yes. I like to see that too.
Because then I'm like,
and then you just go to Google and write so and so OnlyFans, and all of it comes up.
Yeah.
Like you poor girls are charging $3 to show your ass, and then you just Google it. And it's free.
Yep.
And you're like, you're fucked.
There's guys that pay it.
I mean, I will say I went
crazy.
through. They have a couple catchy like Japanese or Korean songs they have on there.
Okay.
On the
We'll find
TikTok
Sean's thing.
and songs,
Burly
songs.
women.
and then they'll have like
Whatever the fuck you
they'll
do.
have like the girls like swaying their hips. I went through a big rabbit hole of that, just swiping through a bunch of those.
Nice.
These girls just fucking.
You have a Japanese schoolgirl fetish?
Nice.
No, they would just. There's.
Sean quits comedy to be substitute teacher in Taiwan.
The song was catchy and it was aesthetically
Can you
pleasing.
sing the song?
I think I know exactly
no,
which one.
I don't know what. So it was.
It's a sound. It's a beat.
Yeah,
It's not a
paint
song.
a picture for us.
I know which one.
Let him try. Let him try.
I mean, I don't have the song.
That's okay. Do
Pull it up.
Yeah.
You can find it on your phone.
Yeah, I
said
kind of
it.
want to see. Pull up the
Yeah,
song.
I don't. It's
Just
it was a
sing it.
while.
You
ago.
know
It'll
the
take
song.
too long.
I literally don't know the song.
But
Download it to your
sing,
phone.
just sing it.
Al, I don't know it. Stop. I know what you're trying to. I get it. I don't have it. I don't know it.
See, in improv,
I can't sing music.
You want to do yes and
show your ass then. Do something.
They were just like swaying their hips. It wasn't anything crazy. I don't know the song.
You know the beat though.
There was a couple. I can't say the beat.
Go on your 4Us and swipe 4 times and it'll come up.
This was not recent. I already said it wasn't recent. If you want to listen,
pull up your search history then. Let's get. You owe us something now.
Do you think that I actually think I got a good amount of my of the?
Is your background your tour?
It's our tour poster, yeah. Well, because my other background.
You're a legitimate psychopath.
Look at Sean's background.
What is your background?
You fucking hack.
What is this? Your vision board?
Yeah.
You fucking idiots.
Well, before that, okay, I was getting shit because initially.
What is yours? Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take whatever powder explosion that
my
is.
background for a while was a picture.
You flexing?
Of me. It was a picture of me in like we went to Wyoming, and it was this ice frozen over waterfall. It was pretty
Alex
cool.
has always had a photo of himself as his background.
Your house when you grow up is going to be psychotic. You're going to walk around like, how many brothers do you have? No, these are all just me. Selfies he took that he framed.
I think of all the things he does. Him having himself as his own background for his phone is the most serial killer shit I've ever seen.
That is very concerning.
I don't think it's that big a deal. It's my phone. What else am I going to put on there? I don't have a dog. I did have a dog.
You need to clip this and say, is having yourself as your phone background normal or very weird? Because I guarantee you will not win this.
There we go.
I don't know what if I had a girlfriend, maybe if I had a dog.
Do a scenic photo, fucking palm trees. I mean, something like ASMR but visual.
I did the first one I had was a scenic photo of Jackson, Wyoming, and then
you in the
I was
background.
In it. Yeah,
he had that for probably 5 years, and then recently he switched to my ex's dog.
We raised the dog.
Okay,
He was a cute dog.
It was him in a vest. It was very cute, and then now he switched it to our tour. Our tour background.
What's your excuse?
Same thing.
It's the same thing.
What was your one before that?
Sean will have a phone background to remind him to do something, and then he'll look at it and completely ignore it.
I mean, the to-do list. If a phone background was a to-do list, I can almost respect that.
Yeah,
but not the.
Well, it is a reminder. Like, yo, you need to, write some fucking shit.
Like a goal.
You need to be funny.
Sean's background for a while was Netflix because it's like, oh yeah, we got Floor's Lava 2 coming out.
We had something
Netflix
else.
Is watching.
We had another show that after that I took it off real quick.
The Netflix logo was your background.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that hacky as fuck?
Is that worse? What's worse, that or my picture of myself as a background?
Oh wow. I still take you.
Yeah.
Yours is very vain. I mean, I don't care how much you're not reminding yourself. You're patting your back.
What was great about Sean and the Netflix, he would look at the Netflix logo and be like, "Man, I'm going to be on Netflix," and then put his phone down and play Nintendo Switch for 3 hours. So it was it was a good it was a good reminder. And then he quickly Sean is very like it takes him the slightest little thing to just fall off the wagon. He'll be on a diet. It takes one.
But what's the Netflix thing? What would you forget? It's coming out.
Well, it's to
you have two versions of yourself.
It's to like focus. It's like they have the tour thing because like, oh hey, we need to like zone in on stand-up.
I get that.
But then they ignore it.
We were in the running for another show prior, and then that fell through, and then I changed it.
The floor is water.
No, it was a.
The walls are draped.
Allegedly a dating show that is going to be coming out here very. Probably into the.
We don't know anything about it.
Yeah, we only know slight details, just the name, where it was filmed, who's on it. It's if you do enough research, it's pretty. You can find it.
Bad Boy one.
No, but similar.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you say? Do you have pictures of your contacts in there? Like, do you take contact photos for people?
No, if it suggests it, you ever like add someone's number and it says recommended?
Yeah,
I'll do that. But I mean, I don't.
I never do it. I hate contact photos.
Like, you can see if they do it themselves, but I would never add anybody's
contact.
I mean, I get it, like as a feature, that's cool, but it's like I also know them. I don't need to see their face.
Yeah. Contact photos are for girls. They love doing that.
I did one for my best friend from back home because I took a funny picture of him, and it was like the one of 3 I've ever done. Like one for your mom, obviously. I did one for my best friend.
Looks like.
I don't put one on my mom.
You don't know what she looks like.
Do you have first and last name in all your contacts, or is it just first name?
I try to do both. It's weird.
I do first and last name on almost everybody.
I mean, mom is just mom, but I'll do both because then if I want to search.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
Dude, she looking
Get shot, dude.
She's looking like a snack in that picture.
Yeah.
You have 3 sisters. Right?
What?
You have sisters?
I have one older sister.
Okay.
Is she married?
I mean, you're not going to do anything. She is married. Yeah, she is married.
Oh.
She just got married, or she's got engaged about 2 months ago.
Growing up, did you?
I'm not watching porn right now. I don't know if
Yeah.
you know.
I can't come without a condom, but I'll lay it in there.
When you
I've
were
never cummed, but I'll just fucking
no, I have.
When you were growing up in high school, like, because you have a
milk.
sister.
Yeah, I'd get it all. I'd get not the sister. They wouldn't. When my sister was a senior, I was a freshman. I never really had people like. Maybe every now and then, but then my sophomore years when like American Pie came out, so the MILF thing was big. So if anything, that movie kind of blocked me from the sister stuff, but I got the MILF shit pretty hard.
Oh, I wasn't even saying for porn. I was gonna say in high school.
No, I mean they would make fun of me.
Yeah, I was gonna say people make fun of you for having a sister because that's like
not a sister, a mom though.
How would you deflect that?
At first, it would be annoying, and then every kid who's went through this they'd get annoyed, and then you go into it and you thwart the comments or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna fuck your mom. I'm like, please, I don't have a stepdad.
Yep. Yeah, you just lean into
It's
like
so easy. Yeah, after a while, there's like,
somebody. Oh, here's a number. Yeah, just
somebody else in this room does that.
what fucks your mom?
All right, he's looking at our videographer for some reason. He's looking at
He
Dylan.
jokes about it. He jokes about it.
Oh, Dylan.
About your mom?
Yeah.
Is she attractive?
She's single.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No. When did they
We
get
got the old
That was
divorce
like,
over quarantine.
Really?
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's all right.
it's
They're
all right.
both happier now.
Two
Divorce
Christmases.
is late in the game. It doesn't,
Yeah, now you're just like
There's it's
new house. Do they let?
We don't even get the fun. We don't even get the 2 Christmases. It's kind of just like one weird, awkward Christmas.
What? Why is he still your parents still living together?
No,
No.
they don't live together. But my mom, they're like still civil. So like she
I
could.
say should. I mean, at what age do you just split up? And be like, I don't like you, and you're like, good, I don't like you.
yeah.
I guess that
Was it uncordial at first?
there was a lot of like commingling of things. Like
I'm
my
sure
mom,
it's weird, yeah, because I mean, they've been
Well, they
married
would-
for how long?
a family business too.
30.
30.
Oh wow, so then they're still running the business together.
No, not anymore.
that was
But for a while, that
It's your
was
dad's, right?
Yeah.
Obviously,
My dad's. My mom did all the books for it, but
replaceable.
yeah.
Just like you, bitch. Get the fuck out. Pack your shit and get out.
Yeah, just put QuickBooks.
Wow.
I think it's too late to call somebody a stepmom or stepfather though. Like if they find
yeah,
if they find somebody
exactly.
else, I'm just gonna like.
Exactly. My mom got my mom and dad got divorced when I was real little. She remarried my ex stepdad when I was like, fucking elementary school. I mean, you're so young. And then they were married through high school, and then she started dating her now fiance, whatever you want to call him, when I was in college. But they were like on and off for a while, and then I think then two people like just get married when you get older, just because you're like, I mean, what are you gonna call them, your girlfriend or boyfriend?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not
Someone you're gonna die with is.
I mean, I'm not gonna call him stepdad ever. I mean,
no.
but he's a cool guy. I don't know.
Yeah, as long as
you're
they're
like,
nice.
at this point, you're like, I don't even give a shit. I mean, you better be nice or I'll fucking kill you. But
Yeah.
you got
No,
that to look forward
for
to.
us, it's more weird that all 6 of us in our family are on the dating market right now. That's the weird part.
Oh wow, wait, 6? So your older brother?
Older brother, mom,
And-
dad, us.
Wow,
Yeah. The
Just a-
entire household is
just a
single.
horny family. Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
No porn for this freak.
No,
Did-
not for a bit.
Is your older brother like similar to you guys, or he's
Nope.
just very different?
He has similar tendencies, but for the most part, like we're more extroverted. He's more introverted. He does like more technical shit. He's like gonna go more
Is he
to the
vain?
construction
Does he
route.
have a picture of himself on his background?
No, less, not at all.
Just a
vain.
normal person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he has
pretty
whatever the default background is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
there you go. So
whatever
you're like a
fun is.
middle ground between the older and
Yeah, these middle ground between these 2 psychos.
I mean, that's,
I don't think it's a big deal. I stand by that. I still.
who's the headliner of that tour?
Take
The
a guess.
Virzi Triplets.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
But Willie's doing a good majority of the time.
But like, yeah, how many? Let me see the background.
It's us, Willie, and Danny. Danny Plum.
Who the fuck's Danny Plum?
It's he was on the show with us, or with Willie.
Do you think you'll sell tickets?
Yes, everybody buy them.
it'll be interesting to see.
Here, I'll pull up the actual.
And you're doing one-nighters?
Yeah, pretty
One
much.
nighters. There's a couple.
Couple of the spots have let
I
us.
mean,
the first
if you're
picture-
gonna do it now, I mean, do it now. Fuck.
We're honestly just doing it for clips, not for money. That's the whole point.
The first picture I
You
pulled
hear that,
up.
people? Get your tickets.
First picture I pulled up was a Hitler.
Yeah, nice. A Hitler GIF.
My cousin was talking about playing Secret Hitler, and
what is that?
Have you not heard that? You haven't played Secret Hitler?
Sorry, no.
Oh, Secret Hitler's awesome.
Board game.
Oh, wow.
Basically, you give out. You have like 8 players or 10 players, and they split up the teams secretly, and you have liberal and fascist, and then one of the fascists is Hitler. Hitler doesn't know who the fascists are. Liberals don't know who anybody is. And then
it's like Mafia.
Yeah, it's a bluffing game of seeing you want to get Hitler elected chancellor or you want the fascists to win, and the liberals are trying to stop it.
That sounds so fucking lame.
No,
it gets pretty fun.
Like numbingly lame.
No.
I played Mafia, and that's fucking gay as shit.
No, Secret Hitler's fun.
What's your favorite board game?
Oh, it's a board game? I thought it was like Mafia where you're heads down at a party.
No. Everybody gets a random roll, and you move
My
like...
favorite board game? I mean...
Well, you grew up in that time.
Me and Sean are on a first date. What's your favorite board game?
If I was a board game...
This is my favorite boring game. I don't know. Fucking...
You don't ever
What we've been playing is Jackbox TV.
Yeah.
That's actually really fun.
Yeah, that is fun.
Justin Foster had his birthday, because they're sober, so they got to find ways to have fun otherwise. But that one's like a big comedy writing game.
Yes.
That one's funny as fuck.
We played
I mean, it gets very aggressively racist and rude immediately, but in the moment of like trying to be funny in the moment and writing stuff, I thought it was pretty good.
It eventually just goes into the most heinous.
Well, you find keywords that work notoriously.
Yes.
So on like our night, if you said Jew more times than none, you were gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played it with Rob.
Rob, exactly.
Yeah, I think one of them was like, "What's?"
I mean, people were just writing like shock words. I was like, "That's not even a sentence."
If you had, it was like if you had a bakery or like. If you had like a bakery, what would you name it? I put Yeasty Delights.
I mean, that's funny. That's clever. I get that. Some people would write some pussy town and that'd fucking win.
Yeah. That'd be me.
Well, Alex wasn't there, thank God, because
what was it? I don't know.
Pussy fucking nipple.
It gives you like each. Say whatever. It's 4 of us. You get
2 questions.
You each get 2 questions, but like you don't have the same questions as I do. You might have one that might be the same, and then it'll randomly randomize them, and then it'll put them up to an anonymous vote to which is better to this prompt, this answer or this answer.
Right. So hypothetically, if you 2 had the same question and we did, we would vote on your 2 answers to see who got it, and then vice versa, and then you rank the points. But it's really fun.
It's fun when you get a lot of people. It's really fun.
Yeah, interesting. What's it called? Jackbox.
TV. I don't know what the game is called.
It's like the main one that you can buy.
Right.
Kelsey got it.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, no, Secret Hitler is a good game. It's a good party game if you get everybody on board and you play like 6 or 7 rounds.
It's a good party game if you have nothing else fun to do at a party.
What's that game where you have to fuck? God damn it! I know games, but then I'm drunk when I play them, and then I can't remember the name, and then I'm trying to explain it. It's not like
you look like you run a beer pong table pretty well.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I have great games, and then I have terrible games.
By the way, you're one of my favorite people to watch drink. Being around you, and you.
Thank you so much.
Being around you when you're like buzzed and drunk, you're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's why I do it on stage.
You're just this sassy, fucking, quick-witted asshole, and it's just you make me laugh every single time.
I hate that. Sometimes when I need, if I have like 3 beers and go on stage, I hate that I'm not funnier, but I'm willing to do the things that I wouldn't do when I'm sober.
Oh yeah,
not that I'm like saying like outlandishly bad shit, but you're like, I need to get that confidence when I'm sober.
You just shoot from the hip.
Yeah,
Mitchell sober is as unfunny as they come. Mitchell when he's drunk is hilarious.
Right.
But it's only after like he's had 2 or 3 where he gets rid of his solo stand up old habits he had, like when he was 20. But once 2 or 3 drinks in, that's his perfect spot right there.
It's because your anxiety drops, your confidence goes up, and then you're in that middle ground of humor where it's like, okay, this is good.
Yeah. The other day, Mitchell, when we went to a party the other day, Mitchell was was looking at a fat girl.
Nice.
And he just turned.
It was one I matched with on Hinge.
Was she masculine and muscular?
No, just the pictures just looked a little, they were a little misleading. That's all.
So he goes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
He just goes, man, I must have gotten COVID because I lost my taste in skinny women.
Jesus fuck, you said that? Oh, he said that to you guys. Got it.
And it's like, why can't you always be that funny?
I like bigger girls. I like some curve.
You guys should do a writing when you guys write comedy. Give him beers.
Yeah, we try to. But he's like, I'm going sober Kai. That's what he says.
Oh, that's the sober junk.
Yeah.
Or sober version.
Well, I can't do it all the time. Because it's so easy for me to just casually have like 3 or 4 beers in a night that I'm like.
I mean, I'm the same way. Like even last night, I didn't drink, but I was like, you have like a week where you're like, I had two beers a night, and you slam them.
Yeah.
And you're not even like buzzed or anything, and then but then you do post-mortem, and you're like, oh, I drank every day for the last 14 days.
Correct.
And it's so unnecessary because it does fuck up your gains.
I did that for like 2 straight years during
Isn't
the
it
quarantine.
crazy?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
And then I was
White Claw. Do you like White Claws?
I hate White Claws, actually.
Really?
Sean murders White Claw.
They're good, dude. They taste fucking great. I drink them like soda, and then I'm like, oh, I had 4, and they're 5% alcohol.
4?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, in the matter of like, you show up to a party, you like slam 4 in a fucking hour, and you're like, oh, I'm on pace for like 15. I should probably chill out.
If I had it on tap, I could probably go through a pony keg in like a week.
Isn't it weird? Like the first time I had a White Claw, the first one got me buzzed. I don't know. I think it was like you ever have like a different type of coffee?
I was gonna say it's like a different alcohol.
I had like the first time I got buzzed, and then now I feel like I can drink like fucking. Bro, like 6 easy and not feel shit.
Your tolerance builds up. This guy right here,
God.
the red wine tolerance he's built up is insane.
That goes quick too. I was
God.
I was a red wine whore. I would fucking do 2. You do 1 glass, you're like, I feel good. Then you're like, let me do 2. You feel a little fucking buzz. And then when you're on 3, you're like, shit. And then you're like, let me just finish this.
3
bottle.
glasses or bottles?
No, bottle. I mean glasses.
Well, this guy's going on bottles.
Really?
Oh, Mitchell
How many
crushes.
bottles do you drink?
2 Bottle Mitch is what they call me.
You're an animal.
That's
insane.
The other night, he's like, yeah, you know how we were
Bro, if I had
drinking?
4 glasses, I'd wake up the next day and be like, checking AA. You're fucking
No. So the other night, our friend had a housewarming party, and we got a ton of. I got a ton of wine.
Bottles.
So I discovered that the limit is exactly 2 bottles. Anymore, I went.
You must felt like shit the next day.
So here's what happened. So I went about 2 1/4, 2.5 bottles of wine.
Right.
And I was fine. I hadn't blacked out. I still remember everything for the night. I got home. It's around 1 o'clock, and I'm just like, I feel fucking bloated. Just so bloated.
Really?
That my body's like, we need to get this out.
Just puked
And
red.
I just had a wine exorcism, and
just blood.
dude, it was like a little bit came
Blood
out, and then
of Christ,
yeah. So I discovered that exactly 2 bottles is good. But also, I mean, I don't do it. I'm trying not to do it often because it goes easy.
I mean, I get it. Wine. I see people sip wine now, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like I'm gulping wine.
Yeah.
Like
No, that's all I
2
am.
gulps, glass is done. And I see people. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm
No,
chugging it.
I can't sip, and if I have alcohol, it's not being sipped.
One thing I noticed, so ever since I started drinking White Claws, like workout wise and physique wise, it's tougher to like knock off weight. But when I drank wine, I feel like it was. I don't know what it was. Wine didn't affect me diet-wise as much as White Claws do. I don't know what it is.
I don't know if it's like
I feel like
maybe the artificial sugar,
I think it's something, bro. I don't know what it is.
but also wine dehydrates you pretty like a lot.
Wine's like the most dehydrating of all.
Really?
Of them.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. I read his book, and he was talking about when he was cutting weight for I can't remember Dallas Buyers Club. He said his diet was
wine and apples.
It was an ounce of 1 ounce of salmon,
6 ounces.
6 ounces. Okay, whatever. 6 ounces of salmon, like a bag of nuts, and then a bottle of wine every night.
I mean, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do. I mean, if you get paid as much as he did, but
Yeah.
imagine dropping that much weight for a roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I don't think I can do that.
No.
Dude, even having to like, not that we've like, even just like floor is lava, like you want to at least look
Yeah,
cut
it makes
up.
sense. You want to be in shape.
Yeah, but it's just like, dude, these people that have to drop like Christian Bale will do like he did like the mechanic and then he put on like
The machinist.
the machinist, excuse me, and then put on 100 pounds after that to be fat. Like the way he fluctuates weight is
Yeah, but they also have
disgusting.
like a professional.
He has a
doesn't
good
matter.
quote though, where he said something like, "If my job is to play dress up, the least I can do is make it something about like." I play dress up for a living. I have to do something to make it harder or more fun. You know,
That's
like,
true.
The,
It's the bare
the
minimum.
Australians have a good mentality on a lot of things. I feel like the Australians
Isn't
are
it
like
wild? He's
they get it.
Christian.
Because all the Australian NBA players are hilarious. They're just like, yeah, mate, I get to play basketball with my friends. We mates.
Fuck.
That's my Australian accent.
Yeah, you're not very
Here's I will
good
say
at
when so before our 30th, I did like a month without drinking. But no, when I was not drinking for 30 days, I like noticed myself. I like felt pudgier. And like typically it's typically it's like if you're gonna like drink a lot, you would like cut the weight. Or if you're not drinking a lot, you would cut the weight.
Pudgier.
Yes.
You probably were holding on to a lot of water weight that you would.
But then I would lose that. And I was working out.
Your muscles underneath are also pushing the fat forward until you cut that little bit of fat.
I bet all the water weight went away. I've noticed this where after you lose all the water weight, the fat you do have seems more prevalent than like when you're puffier, you probably feel tighter.
I'll be honest, I felt a lot better when I started drinking again.
Nice. That's a good sign. Start drinking again. Let's get back in that porno.
Yeah, I did. I will admit, I went and got my little water, and I don't want to go to the Mobile because I hate Mobile. Mobile and Chevron, they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Hey, they're the worst gas stations.
Priorities straight.
They're the worst gas stations by far. They charge the most money, unanimously at everywhere we've been.
When you
What's your favorite gas station?
Circle K is good.
For the convenience side or the gas side?
But they're good at both.
Wow.
All around, that's probably the best.
I don't mind Chevron. I mean, I also don't care.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. I mean, we did the hard labor when we did construction, so that was a luxury.
Yeah.
What?
Going to these gas stations and these convenience
Shell's
stores,
pretty good.
it meant a lot to our day.
Yeah.
Why? Because you could get snacks?
Yeah, because we were working hard.
They have nicer insides.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
No, you didn't. Yeah, I can imagine.
You were the fucking carried a blueprint.
I would step around puddles.
Yeah. You and your little hard hat.
No, I didn't wear that.
No, so I went out of my way not to go to Mobile, and the only place that sells drinks is this liquor store. It's like a big-ass liquor store, and I'm like, should I just get a couple tall boys and just pop them off during the podcast? I thought about it.
Today?
I had a couple,
Today?
Well, because I was doing laundry last night, and I got a couple tall boys. And
you didn't even ask him. He would have loved that.
Well, I didn't get them.
I don't think I would drink today, but I appreciate the offer.
Last night I was switching out laundry, and I had one tall boy. That was all that was left in the house. I'm like, all right, well, I'll just go get a couple more. So I went down to the liquor store.
Oh, so you'll like seek out. See, I would have just had the one and be like, all right.
Yeah, but it's like if you're gonna have one, you might as well have three more.
For us, it's like a three.
That's a great approach to it.
We have a liquor store. We have a liquor store and a grocery store right across the street.
I'm not gonna just do one.
Well,
yeah, I know you have the fucking.
Yeah,
well, I guess
literally
now
right
in the plaza or
literally
used to
in
live
the
in our
plaza.
building.
I know, but I'm saying that the grocery store and the liquor store, literally right there, is very, very convenient excuse for them to be like, well, I kind of want another bottle of wine. I don't know if I should. And it's like, okay, I'll go get another one.
It's a 24-hour grocery store.
My dryer was not done drying yet, so I literally walked to the store, got two tall boys, and then came back.
I can imagine coming downstairs, you fucked up in that shitty laundry room.
Mitchell's just passed out
on a lawn chair in there.
He's passed out on the porch.
What?
I don't know how they do it. The laundry room is disgusting. The laundry room in our apartment is disgusting.
You don't know how I do it?
That building shakes when cars drive by.
Oh, yeah. True. For those that don't know, Matty used to live in the same apartment complexes. It's only 8 apartments, and it's dilapidated.
The city just came by and inspected it and actually passed.
No way.
I know.
They claimed there was no mold, which I refuse to believe.
Who said that? The city?
Apparently the city.
I think they looked at our unit too, which is probably the newest.
I would have fucking opened up a wall and been like, then what's that? But we had mold. Your unit, when I lived there, the bathroom above me, which is one of your bathrooms, leaked, was pouring through my vent. We had mold, and I asked fucking your boy Robert, who's a landlord. He's a piece of shit. Or Bobby, I'm sorry, the Down syndrome one. He comes to fix stuff. I'm like, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Anyways, literally water poured into my walls, into the bathroom. And I go, so are you going to like open the walls to like air it out? He goes, nah, the Santa Ana winds are going to kick up. It'll, you'll be good. And I'm like, what credential do you have to say that wind will somehow, and where's it getting in the building? Like, what are you talking about?
Wow, yeah, our two landlords are just two big Spanish oafs. They just don't know anything.
Spanish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Bobby and
Jay.
I think, something
Jay
like that.
is the older one?
No, John.
Yeah. They sucked. Bro.
Shout out to them. They've been great to us.
I mean, they're too stupid to know what to do with like a building.
Yeah,
and the beauty of that, the downside is it's like poorly kept up. The beauty is your rent is dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap.
I mean, it's like jokingly cheap.
Yes.
After 3 years, they said, hey guys, things are getting tough. We're gonna have to raise your rent, $50.
I'd be like, you should have been like, dude, this okay.
That's what we did. We're
like, okay.
Like, And they're like,
That's insane. I was paying downstairs for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, $1,800.
Yeah.
So like that's like disgust. Like in hindsight, I think Rob probably pays what, like 19 now.
Probably a little more.
Yeah, probably not that much more. But we literally have a brand new grocery store right across the street, pretty much right on Ventura Boulevard. It's a good spot. Got to tell you, it's a good spot.
But you've talked about the mold poisoning potentially, because we were
we had so much mold in our bathroom because those bathrooms have no vent.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So you got to shower with your door open.
Well, we had a conspiracy theory, at least in our apartment, because all three of us started balding pretty rapidly once we moved in there. And we're thinking maybe it was mold poisoning, but also now.
If I lived there, I would call a health inspector and be like, rip open this wall.
Because I went on a couple dates with a girl that
she was balding when she came over.
No, she had lived in a spot where she got mold poisoning and had massive hair loss.
Really?
And had to get like PPR, which is a plasma replacement therapy.
Oh my god.
And yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys' hair. I forgot you got that.
Yeah.
It's coming in pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sean's looks significantly better.
Sean's looks good. They all look great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitchie needs to move his hair forward. He keeps putting it up.
I'm going to go to a stylist and
Yours
figure it
looks
out.
like the beginning of a forest, like as trees. I can still see in. You're like, okay, I'll go in like 20 feet, but I'm not going to fucking.
Yeah.
If you go back, there's monkeys, but at the front, there's nothing back there.
Dude,
By the way,
how much
I think
time we got?
10 minutes. I think you've
10 minutes left? Yeah. Okay, cool.
I think you've described. Were we golfing? Have we golfed before? I think.
We did in
Yeah,
Cindy.
I was going to say we golfed.
I want to go again.
Dude,
We're down. Love to
Yeah,
go.
let me know.
You described Sean as it was one of my favorite things I've ever heard you say as a Sean's golfing.
The silverback or the rhino?
The rhino.
When you fucking.
He like postures up.
Yeah, I
He
remember
looks
that.
like a fucking rhino.
Whose team was it me and you that
I think
day?
it was you and me.
And we
yeah.
lost.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you guys lost? Wow.
Yeah, to you two.
Well, if Mitchell starts drinking, and he's significantly.
Yeah, now
better.
I know the trick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring
significantly
8
better.
tall boys and just put them in your car before we leave.
But it's had the opposite effect too, where I've had times where I start drinking and I loosen up and I don't think about like,
Right.
okay, I need to keep my elbow in. I just like sling it.
That is the best part about playing golf.
Yeah.
Is like not drinking a lot, but like if you have like 5 White Claws throughout the course of a couple. I mean, I played in Van Nuys. It was kind of a dump though. I forgot what it
Sounds like Van Nuys.
Woodley?
Maybe it was like honestly like for 18 with a card it was like $60. I'm like,
That
Sounds like Woodley.
Woodley.
you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, I mean, you ever go to DeBell?
No.
DeBell's Twilight. It used to be cheaper during COVID. It was $15. Now it's 30. But
God.
starts at 2:30 p.m. $30 for a cart, and you can just keep going.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's insane.
It's called DeBell?
It's up in the Burbank Hills. Yeah, it's right by that like Castaway place.
Interesting.
You literally go up like I don't fucking know the street name.
We'll have to look that up.
It's great.
Yeah, I had my
What are you
golf
doing
clubs.
after this?
I can't today.
No, I'm kidding. He's got
I do have to do a fucking video for a company.
Oh, humble brag.
Ooh, can you mention the company or no?
I don't care. Mudwater.
Oh, you've been doing their videos already.
I did one already, and I have 2 more I have to do.
Are they
And
a
I
coffee?
They're like a coffee alternate.
Is that the mushroom water?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Honestly, I was such a coffee addict that when I took it the first few times, I was like, this sucks, because I drank it and then I waited and then I immediately drank coffee. But like when I drink coffee on an empty stomach and you wait like 2 hours, you feel kind of like jittery and you're crashing. That one I didn't have as much energy, but I actually felt better longer.
Interesting.
So I went from being like, this doesn't do shit to like, I actually kind of like it. And they give you kind of like a MCT oil creamer that comes with it, which is pretty badass. Then they gave me another product, like their night version, which I did last night, and it knocks you out. And then they're giving me another one called like a Boost. I don't know. I didn't get it yet, but it's expensive. But I think I'm going to try to get a discount code. Or I mean, I'm going to ask if I can just get fucking a few more. So.
Yeah. I mean,
sure
if you're doing
they'll
videos
send
for
it
them.
Or would you say you're a coffee addict? Or I'm sorry, would you say
I
you're
love coffee, dude.
Would you say you're a caffeine addict?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I literally drink. I'll drink I'm trying to pull back. Lately I've been going to Starbucks in the morning, which the best hack ever. And I mean, I didn't know about it. Mandy taught me, but if you're there, you get get a grande, whatever, iced coffee. You can refill it for 50 cents.
Oh, yeah, I used to do that.
So me and her will go. We get a venti iced coffee with light ice, and then I get a venti water we chug the water, split it, and then we go get another one before we go. Because a venti, we got it down to a science.
Really breaking the bank with those couple dollars there.
Fuck them. They charge fucking $5 for a coffee. Suck my ass. I'll do it 9 times if I could.
How much coffee do you drink?
I'll have one in the morning, and then maybe I'll if I have the extra from Starbucks, I'll sip some of it, because then I have my pre-workout later in the day before I worked out. So
I used to do half a pot of coffee a day.
What?
I used to do half a pot of coffee a day.
What is that, like 3 cups?
6.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now I've scaled back, but now the problem is I go to a diner to write, and they just do unlimited coffee, so I can't really gauge how much I'm actually drinking. But I probably
fun,
need to
though. I mean, caffeine. Yeah, it's not. If you're under like 5 cups, I think you're fucking fine. I mean,
yeah,
but he's over it.
My caffeine.
You're around it.
You also seem like a guy that would go by the. I never say the.
I mean, I go by how I feel at the end of the day. If I'm feeling like I'm gonna shit my pants and scream, I'm not gonna fucking drink it.
Well, no, what I was gonna say is you look like the type of guy that would only say the Starbucks, like venti, and like venti. I'll take a venti.
No, fuck no. I do just black coffee.
No. But I specifically will be like, no, I'll take the large.
Oh, because you're that guy.
I hate saying they're fucking.
Because you're a man. We get it.
No, it's not that. They just
you're a tough guy.
They say that shit to charge you more money. I fucking hate it.
What?
They use Italian to fucking charge you more money.
Well, here's the trick that I learned. A venti with ice is basically a grande with light ice. I've done the chemistry outside of a Starbucks. So I get where they're tricking you, but if you want to get them back, I told Mandy today, I was like, I'm just going to start going and say no ice. And then they're going to fucking look at me like I'm a psycho. No ice, fill it up, and then I get a cup of ice on the side.
That's the way to do it. Fuck them.
I mean, yeah.
They have enough money.
I'm sure they
And there's dude, I know I have all the app. They have their app, which you get I get some points and you get a free drink every now and then. And then Dunkin's app, you should get Dunkin' Donuts apps. You get a free iced coffee every Wednesday for like the next month and a half.
Oh.
Their shit hits hard. You're right by the one in Encino too. McDonald's, dude, I'm trying to do this thing where I can get all the apps and see what I can get for free out of all of them.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Chipotle's
a lot of them do birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Birthday stuff.
We go to Chipotle a lot though, so we might be biased.
I like their bowls. I don't fuck with anything else there.
That's all I really do. My caffeine addiction's so bad that if I go about 12 hours into a day without having any caffeine, I just start getting a searing headache.
Really? I've had
every single day.
I've had it before.
I'll wake up, and if by dinner time I haven't had a Diet Coke or something, I just get a belligerent headache.
So you don't do pre-workout?
I don't do pre-workout. I don't do coffee. The only thing I drink is Diet Coke and water.
You're Mormon.
I don't drink any. I've been off caffeine for over a year.
That's why you're so boring.
Yeah, probably.
Why don't you do it?
I was drinking
just have
over
one?
5 fluid pounds of Diet Coke a day.
They
are
drink Diet
addicts.
Coke.
This is what I'm learning. You all are fucking violent addicts in your own right.
Yes.
You're a drunk. You used to be a caffeine addict. You're a fucking jerk hound.
I was going to ask, do you get a searing headache when you don't watch porn for 12 hours? Is that how you knew you had a problem?
When you see juicy titties, your head just starts to fucking pound.
When I would bartend at night, I would drink probably 7 cans of Diet Coke just passively.
See, that's
just
weird.
passively while I'm making drinks.
I love Diet Coke, but yeah.
We just have I think we need to do something like with coffee, for example. I just need to have the warm taste. I just need it's just like a distraction from when I write.
So gay.
Our older brother, he would go through 2 of the big 64-ounce Diet Cokes. He would go through 2 of those a day just at construction.
That's the thing. I literally had multiple coworkers who are legitimate diet drink fiends, with their Coke or Pepsi. Yeah. I had this one guy, same thing. He would come to work at fucking 7 a.m. slamming soda.
Yeah.
He would bring his own soda, and I was like, that's fucking weird. Yeah. And then literally he left. Another woman came in. She would go to Costco, and in our fridge, it would be her Diet Pepsis because she would drink 5 a day.
Yeah.
Your fucked up brother.
My oldest brother.
But in fairness, if you're doing construction, the only thing you have to look forward to...
You have minimal joy in the day.
Yes. Very, very, very minimal.
I drank more when I was at that job because you would get home and you're like, I need something to wash away my anger and stress.
Yes.
Faster than me just sitting here quietly.
And you didn't even do the manual labor. When you do the manual labor, it's worse.
The stress.
I will argue, yes, your job's stressful, but when you have hundreds of thousands of dollars you're responsible for, and you could generally fuck. There is a level of stress that is
true.
If anything, I envy you guys because I'm like, at the end of the day, you can just stop working. My job carried me via email and phone calls all day, every day, with money looming and people having very awkward conversations. I'd have to say where you owe me 50 grand or why you owe me money even though we fucked up. Like, you have such uncomfortable conversations. So
that's true.
I will agree with that. Where your stress is more mental and ours is definitely more physical.
Oh, physical, 100%.
But I will say we worked for our dad and we went home and lived with him.
Yes, you had him giving you shit about getting stuff done.
So it was coming home and doing that as well.
I'll give you that.
So
I will say my oldest brother can tell the types of like if you were to get Diet Cokes at different spots, he would be able to. You could close his eyes and he could sniff them and tell you where they're from.
Nice.
He's got that nose for
yeah,
it.
I could. For me, it was so bad. I could tell you like when the nozzles need to be cleaned. I could tell you when the carbonation was low.
I've had you ever noticed? You probably do. Like with a can of Diet Coke versus a Twist bottle. You ever notice that Twist bottle smells gross?
The bottle's the worst.
The bottle's the worst. The cans are the best.
Cans and fountains.
McDonald's found
the McDonald's fountain though, they're a fucking genius because they put more syrup because they take into conteration the ice melting it.
Yes.
And their straws are thicker because they want you to drink it faster.
Yes.
That's fucking awesome.
That's genius.
Maddie, go ahead and plug whatever you're gonna plug. That was
social media. Just put my thing. Matty Chymbor, follow, or don't. I don't give a shit anymore.
MattyChymBor.
There you go.
Matty Chymbor.
Matty Chymbor. Check out the tour is lava. All the dates will be available. I think we're going to release the actual date stuff soon enough.
Yeah, soon. Also merch on the websites if you guys want some crew necks or some T-shirts.
Subscribe, comment.
The shirt is lava. That'd be a cool shirt.
Yeah, I don't know why we haven't done that one yet.
Because we're probably
subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow Matty on everything. He's hilarious. If you get the chance to see him live, please do it because he genuinely is hysterical. Thank you guys. Later.